Let's go. Boat first, questions later.
Malady grabs the vessel with 2 hands and pushes it into the water. She hops on board behind you.
God-woken. Wait till she finds out.
Salty water mists your face. Your skin prickles in bright, warm sunlight. The boat bobs forward through the water, and Fort Joy shrinks behind you.
Tired but victorious, the party made for the Lady Vengeance. The horrors of Fort Joy behind them. They arrived as sorcerers. They left as God-woken. The fate of this God-forsaken world now rested on their shoulders. Or at least, on the shoulders of one of them.
A light sea breeze kisses your cheek and carries away the smell of blood wafting up from the deck. In the distance, Fort Joy looms.
Don't stand between a prince and his principles. The Magisters learned that the hard way.
A hard-fought freedom, sure. But if spilling blood is bad, it shouldn't be so agreeable.
What were they thinking, standing against an Eternal? I almost pity the poor, ignorant beast. Onward now! The sooner Fort Joy disappears from the horizon, the better. Perhaps the Seekers need help manning the ship.
Spare me, Gareth. We got what we came for. This is what success looks like.
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here. We'll hold a proper service.
What's-his-face and so-and-so would want us to get this ship sailing before all else. They died for those God-woken, after all.
You know their names, Malady. Can't you even pay them that much respect?
Gareth inhales sharply, then catches you out of the corner of his eye and smiles, barely.
Our guest stirs. Welcome, God-woken. Glad to see you safely aboard.
Very glad indeed.
Too many.
One too few, actually. Alexander, he's alive.
He's in the hold below decks. Unconscious, but alive. Yes, we certainly had better, but the ship won't move.
She's mute. We need to free her tongue.
You're welcome to try, though I doubt it'll help.
What Gareth means to say is don't bother. Livewood will only move when it wants to, or, in this tub's case, when it's forced to. That's right. The ship's made of an elven ancestor tree, the spirit of which is still trapped in every plank. What we need is a way to control the bloody thing.
The Seekers, the survivors of us, have been combing the ship from bow to rudder. It hasn't been easy. This place is laced with dark magic.
These Seekers have such a limited skill set.
We lost a man in the search. Malady might not appreciate that, but I do. And I hope you do too.
I'm sure the God-woken will be able to get the ship moving. They're kind of like to feel useful, don't they?
It's your best that'll save us all.
Think, damn it! Where would a Magister hide something? You made it, Godwoken. Good. Not all of us did, though.
Ah, there you are. High time to stop gallivanting and resume our journey together, wouldn't you say? Off we go, then.
What did I do to deserve that?
Aw, there's my corrupted darling. I was just thinking of you. Dying to hear them. Meister Siva is one of a rare breed. She'd do anything in the name of a cause, and her cause happens to be you. We'd better not leave her waiting. She's a bit particular. She's the founder of these Seekers, and she's powerful. That means something when I say it. Your kind can reach astounding heights. Meister Siva can help you do just that. A place called Driftwood hosts to putrid fish, putrid dwarves, and Meister Siva herself. You'll probably find it quite comfortable.
Losa, good, you made it.
The silent monk leans forward.
Where would I hide something? Did you hear? We're bringing...
As you approach, the silent monk puffs a bit of air from between her stitched lips.
Something around here.
The burly dwarf is distracted by his own facial hair.
2 heads are better than 1, Papa used to say, and he had 3, so he'd know, eh? You're looking for a travelling partner? Well, just so happens my beard's available, as long as the rest of me comes too. How do, partner? Though I reckon I should fill you in on a few... Right now, though, anyhow, we're a team now, so the me is... Let's get down to brass tacks. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I've picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so important as team dynamics. So what'll it be? You've been around as long as I have, you pick up a thing or two. What do you have in mind? Then it's settled. Capital. Well, that's that sorted. Onward then. I've got to get out of here, and soon.
Melody says if we can get the ship to move, we can...
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice its unblemished wood. There is no knot, no scratch, no dent to detract from its apparent perfection. The wood groans and creaks. A face appears in the wood, tortured and tormented. A 6-sided indentation is carved on its forehead, as if the face vanishes. The anguished face appears, then vanishes. The door remains closed.
Allies for hire. I've got sword fighters, mages, archers, all willing to fight by your side if the price is right.
Can't you say anything else? Bloody magisters. If it were up to me, you'd be swinging from the end of a rope, not locked up in here.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
You keep saying that.
A young magister paces around the brig, fussing over Alexander's unconscious form. She leans over and applies a damp cloth to his brow. She notices you observing her. She straightens her back and sets her jaw in a defiant scowl.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to any of you lot. So stow your questions. Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
The Magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering defiance. There's a shift in the Magister's expression, a flicker.
I'm a good Magister, loyal. But Dallas, something about her has changed. She's toying with dark magic, like a common sorcerer. She had this old book of hymns and incantations. It was only ever in her hands, or else locked away in her cabin at the stern. That's all I know.
You spoke, didn't you? Ha! I knew you would eventually.
The Magister
If you ever find yourself face to face with Magisters, you tell them I was... Get away from him, sorcerer. That's the Divine. All right. Don't harm him.
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, his eyes are only half closed. His swollen jaw hangs open at an odd angle. Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly over his abdomen. They rise and fall in shallow, jagged swells. Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gash zigzags from his right ear down to his beardless cheek. A beautiful six-sided gem rests on the bishop's chest, hung round his neck by an ordinary oiled rope. The gem sits heavily in your pouch.
I've spotted something.
No entry allowed. Please use the port side door. Listen up so I don't have to repeat myself again. I am not an entry door. Fine. Answer the security question. The password is fortitude. Now, answer the security question. The face in the door is confused. Drat! No entry.
There's something to these doors I'm not seeing.
You're the Godwoken, right? Then maybe you can find a way through this damn door.
The door is still unmarked, though the memory of the face and its the anguished face appears once more. It dips its forehead towards you and waits. A shudder of pleasure racks the figure in the door. It seems to breathe. All of a sudden, all anguish is gone. It gives you the sternest of looks.
I am summoned. Speak the password. Yes, and yes again. The word is spoken. Welcome to the stateroom.
Just one more moment, please.
He clicks together two halves of some type of gauntlet sitting in his lap and turns his full attention to you.
And there. Rescued at last, am I? To whom do I owe my thanks? I'm a prisoner, of course. Do you think I'd be sitting here calmly if I was a Magister holdout? That infernal Dallas woman left me trapped here, too weak to escape. It seems I'm in your debt. Took it? No, no. I made it! Have you seen the kind of metalwork the Magisters deploy? This is an... As I said, the Magisters left me weakened. But this will help give me the strength to carry on my work. Dallas didn't tell me anything if she could avoid it. But I did overhear her practicing an ancient lizard dialect. Significant, perhaps? Don't you think? Lizards apparently have ancient magic that allows them to control slaves that bear their mark by singing a song. Dallas must have had an interest in those techniques. Despite what she did to me, I can't help but admire the woman a little. She's... If you cross paths with her, be sure to break her. I doubt you will get another chance. Dallas took a particular interest in me and my skills. She kept me here to do her bidding. Until you took her flagship from right under her nose, it seems. Oh, yes. And she could be a most cruel mistress, I'm sad to report.
He extends his arm and pushes up the sleeve. Beneath, the skin is withered and discolored, as if...
She used some form of domination device on me, forcing my hands to do her bidding. Oh, cast spells, tinker with relics, meddle with the laws of nature. All the sorts of things power-hungry despots love to do.
He clicks the gauntlet into place around his withered forearm.
That damn contraption that she used on me seems to have fogged my memory. The rest is a blur. Trust me, convenient is the last word I'd use to describe the experience. Pass me that copper wire there, would you?
He takes the copper with a nod of gratitude. His sleeve slips back, above his elbow. In its crook, you see part of a tattoo. A pattern of concentric...
Perhaps my memory will come back with time. But for now, I'm afraid there's little more I can add. I'm doing my utmost to be civil to you, under rather trying circumstances. Well,
if this one was enslaved by Dallis, then he could still be under her thrall.
I'm not perfect myself. It isn't for me to judge this one.
He takes your hand in his gauntlet-clad fist and shakes it. There's a lot more power in his grip than his slender friend.
Call me Tarquin, and consider me at your service. We're barely acquainted. Why should I tell you anything personal? A fine sentiment. But I have nothing revelatory for you. I am as you see me.
I've spotted something.
Those guards or victims?
Both, I fear. A pyramid? What on Rivellon is this for?
A teleporter pyramid? Only one way to find out if it works. Try using it.
fight. I guarantee you that.
For secure.